What's up guys? This is Stephanie and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie, as I just mentioned. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that bell so you can get notified when I post a video. Alright guys, so I want you guys to really look at the shirt, okay? Fear is a liar, period. But anyways, I know that you saw the title of this video, so let's get into tips on how to practice self-care. All right, so I know like there has been a lot of videos on self-care and it has been just like, oh, like I'm just gonna throw on a mask, I'm gonna use my jade roller and like take a bubble bath and like life is gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. No, that's not what happens. I mean, those are essential things, like you can really do those things to practice self-care, but like sometimes a bubble bath is just not gonna do it. A bubble bath is not going to do it, okay? Some days like it's just like, okay, after a long day, yes, you can do a bubble bath, but sometimes it's gonna be like, ugh, I don't even feel like it. So and I am here with you. I'm here with you on that. So I know that I definitely have, I didn't have the best relationship with self-care. I feel like growing up, I did not see a lot of self-care as far as like really taking care of yourself, and like as far as like there's a lot of strong women in my family, and being with that, they were so strong and really the ones who were the caretakers and the ones who really took care of the home. They made sure everything was okay, like food, money-wise, all the different aspects. I didn't really see the practice of really taking care of yourself. I always saw hard work, keep working, keep, pushing through. My dad would always tell me to just suck it up. Like days where even when I would be sick sometimes, like I had perfect attendance for school most of the time, and I would just always like feel like, okay, like no matter how I'm feeling, whatever, sad, mad, whatever, I'm just gonna have to suck it up and like keep going and just keep doing whatever, and not really thinking about how am I feeling in that moment, how to better handle scenarios or situations. I would just always be in the mindset of, okay, I have to put myself aside or how I'm feeling aside and go ahead and push through and get through whatever I'm feeling and get over it. So, and in reality, I really wasn't over some of those things. They just were, sucked in, like they just were kind of put in the back of my head, whatever. But you don't realize that like you internalize those things more when you don't, take care of yourself. So I'm the type of person, again, yes, I have the suck it up mentality, and I still do to this day. I'm still battling that, just because I've done it so long that like I tend to always like forget myself and forget like, okay, Stephanie, you're a human being. So when you don't take care of yourself, your body literally will shut down. And I've had a lot of moments, and specifically like these past couple of weeks, where my body just like really just shut down on me. So I had a sinus infection, and you guys, I did not have coronavirus. I went and got tested and it came out negative. So I did not have coronavirus. Like I just want to put it out there because everybody be trying. Every time you have a little sniffle or folks always just like, dang, I just choked on my spit. Okay, I don't have coronavirus. Okay, it's okay. So anyways, say that to say is that I just wasn't taking care of myself. I really wasn't. To say all that to say is like I wasn't taking care of myself, and I really wasn't, just because I was trying to be a superhero. Sorry y'all. Anyways, yeah. So I recognize that I was sick for so long, and like thinking to myself, like I've never been to the point where I deal with allergies, I deal with my sinus, and like if you guys have tips for that, please comment below. I've been battling this all my life, but like it has been the worst now that I'm being in Georgia, because I took an allergy test. I went to an allergist, most expensive thing ever, and I got tested, and I'm allergic to just about every plant and tree in Georgia. But I can have a dog. Anyways, let's get back on topic. But recognizing and realizing, like, okay, I have been sick for so long, like what is happening? Like I really just wasn't taking care of myself. So this goes into the first tip that I will tell you about self-care is please take your vitamins. Take your vitamins, take your supplements. You know, ask your doctor. Have your yearly checkups. Going to the doctor, really taking care of yourself, because if you're not taking care of yourself first, you can't take care of anybody else. You can't get the job done. You can't do anything. And like I said, being in a home where I saw a lot of just pushing through and not really like anybody having a sick day, or when they're sick, they're still pushing through. Like even when I was sick, like literally my head was banging. The sinus pressure was so bad, and I'm sitting here like still trying to sweep the apartment, still trying to do stuff and everything like that, because it's like just naturally it just comes to me that even though I'm feeling bad, it's not registering to me that I should sit down or lay down. It's like still, although like the doctor told me that I need to rest, it's still not clicking for me that I need to sit down and take a moment, that maybe my headache won't be as bad if I just lay down in the bed and just chill out. Yeah, so take the precautions of like giving yourself, sometimes it's like, okay, you might be having a lack of energy, and it's maybe because you're missing that supplement in your body, you're not eating properly, or like I said, but we're gonna go into that as well. But just go ahead and take your vitamins, make sure you're doing your yearly checkups and everything, and then ask your doctor, is there anything that they would suggest that you can take to make yourself feel better, as far as like, you know, lack of energy, or you know, your body is just not feeling right. I feel like I've just been I was taking my vitamins properly for some time, and I didn't have any trouble, and then after a while there was so much going on, the passing away of my aunt, and that, you know, that has been tough for me. Sorry, I'm not trying to get emotional. But that's a heavy toll on me, just because, and that's why I say it, just the push through kind of mentality of, there was a lot going on, it happened so quickly, and then in the time frame that we're in right now with the pandemic, like, things are just really moving fast, especially with funerals. She didn't pass away from coronavirus, she passed away from cancer, but it was a lot. This was the first like really close and major loss for my family, is like it really hit close to home. So being with that, I really wasn't taking care of myself, just because I was kind of just like dropping everything, and I was driving back and forth from Florida to in Georgia for my family, and trying to be there for my mom and just everybody. So I kind of suppressed my feelings and how I was just, like I said, taking care of myself, and so that's why I say, like, just take your vitamins. I'm sorry guys, if you're on this channel, please note, and I am a very emotional being, so some videos I'm gonna cry, and that was something that, you know, I used to be ashamed about growing up as a kid, but realizing and going to therapy and just talking to other people who are like me, who are empaths and really feel deeply. And for me, sometimes it's not even just about how I'm feeling, it's more of how I feel for others, and I feel for my family, and I really just have been taking in all of those emotions. And this is going into my next tip, where I'm just saying, like, you know, just take a moment for yourself to do self check-ins. Like I said, I was not checking in. I was not checking in on myself. So during this time span, I was not taking moments. So realizing that I need to take moments. So I usually now, I take a moment in the morning, take a moment in the morning time, and that's where I read my devotional, and I talk to God, and this is where my journals come into play. So I mentioned it in my self-confidence video that I have 2 journals, and then I also have like this 5-minute Bible study for women. So it's just basically 5 minutes that you can take, because I know a lot of us are busy, although we're in this quarantine state. If you are like me, who still has another job, who has a job 8 to 5, 9 to 5, whatever that may be, and you're still trying to fit in some sort of Bible study or something into your routine, this is a really good book that I read, and it's specific for women. I know that they have some for men as well, so I can link that below. So I read this in the morning time, and then I write in my journal to God, and then I have my specific notepad that I just talk about literally how I'm feeling, and this is just important because you need to talk about how you're feeling in the moment, and you can write in this like any point of the day, just taking those breaks or moments to just go ahead and write in here and talk about, okay, what is making me upset, whatever. I write in here if I have an argument with somebody and I just need to like let it out. I don't want to get into it with that person or whatever, but like what frustrated me to get to that point, or whatever. So this is something that I feel like when you check in with yourself and you can read back, okay, this is how I was feeling in that moment. How am I, if I'm in a similar situation, how am I feeling now? Has that changed? Has my mindset changed? Like, this is really something that you can practice. And this is just a regular notebook that I just got from TJ Maxx, and let me know in the comments below if you want me to show you guys like shopping for journal wise, like if you want help with finding the right journal or anything like that, I can definitely do a video on that. But yes, doing self check-ins, talk to yourself, taking moments to just like deep breaths, moments of silence. Sometimes it doesn't even, just a moment to yourself to write your thoughts, or just like taking a moment to just breathe in and breathe out. Know and recognize that you're breathing, you're alive. Like, find moments to just be at peace, because sometimes it's like your day might be so busy and chaotic that you just need a moment to just like shut everything out, turn everything off, and just breathe. That could be in the morning time, that could be in the nighttime. You can take those type of moments throughout the day, whatever. But I think that that's something that's important and imperative to your self-care. Is if you don't journal, if you don't feel like you're comfortable writing it out, like you can just like literally, speak just really good, like the affirmations, or do something that really empowers you. So that way when you're taking those moments by yourself, but I do really believe in taking those silent moments, and if you're not writing something down, just taking that moment, really just not even having too many thoughts, like kind of just clear your mind and have a sense of peace for yourself. I think that is something that's really good for your self-care. My next tip is, again, mentioning taking the breaks. Well, if you are working 8 to 5 or 9 to 5, whatever it is at a job, and you're working from home, or even if you're going into the office and you are an essential worker, please take your lunch break. Take your lunch break, or take your 15-minute break. Like, I know that another reason why I was not feeling good and I wasn't taking care of myself was I was not taking lunch breaks. And I would do that at work when I was going into the office. I was doing that same habit, and then of course it got worse working from home, because it's like I could just go to my fridge or order some food or whatever, and then slide right back there at that desk and work. continuing working and sitting there and like you're feeling guilty. I feel like I know a lot of people are feeling guilty, like they have to be at that laptop because if they see that they're away, they're like, see if their managers feel like you're away or anything like that, you know, you're like, oh no, it's gonna reflect poorly on me, anything like that. And then I feel like if you're feeling that way or your manager is telling you like, oh, you need to be online this whole entire time and you're not having any type of breaks, you need to talk to your HR department. Okay, you talk to your HR department because it's in the law. It's in the law. It's in the law that you need to have a break. Okay, so please, if you're not taking a break, take a break while you're in between working. Like any job that you have, take a break, take a moment. It don't even have to be, like I said, it don't have to be self-check-in. It just needs to be where you're literally sitting down eating some food. Because I know I have literally talked to one of my friends, was it on Friday? I talked to them on Friday the other day, and she was telling me that, yeah, because this is also another thing. It's like, okay, I've been fluctuating my weight with being in the house, but I've also kind of kept it consistent as of recently. But like, she's fluctuating her weight and having weight gain and having issues and stuff because she's not eating properly. She has not been taking her lunch break. She's not eating, like, and then when she does eat, she's eating terribly. That's not taking care of yourself. That's not taking care of yourself. So you guys, like, I'm not saying this that like, ooh, Stephanie has it all together. I'm telling you guys, like, I still battle with this too. Like, I was having moments where I wasn't eating and I wasn't doing these things, and in turn it just backfired, and my body literally backfired on me and like had to force me to sit my butt down in the house. Like, and so when you have moments where you need to be taking your vitamins, you need to be taking moments for yourself, writing out self-check-ins. How are you feeling? Maybe just writing a spiritual journal, talking to God about, you know, your goals, all of those different things. And then, you know, again, 3, like, take your lunch break. Take your 15-minute break while you're in between working. Like, you cannot continue on like that because you are going to burn out. My next tip falls into that. It's just like, again, eat healthy foods. When you do take those breaks, eat healthy foods. Like, I know that a part of the reason why my sinus is affecting me so much is because I've been eating trash. I have been eating trash. Okay, say it with me. Trash. All right, like, come on now. Like, let's talk about what Stephanie's been eating. Let's talk about what Stephanie's been eating. I've been eating Chick-fil-A. I've been eating Dairy Queen. Your girl literally was eating, what's it called? What was I eating? Oh, for the longest period of time, I have not eaten McDonald's, right? And I ordered, at 10 o'clock at night, I ordered chicken nuggets. Y'all, I'm so embarrassed. Like, I haven't had McDonald's in I don't know how long, and then because I didn't eat at night and I'm feeling lazy and whatever, and I'm like, I need to eat something, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta eat something. And of course, it's also during the time too that I'm taking these medications trying to get rid of the sinus infection, but it's like, a part of the reason why I have the sinus infection is also because I haven't been eating healthy, and so my body was just like not with it. And I'm sitting here trying to order chicken nuggets. No, I'm not sitting here trying to. I ordered chicken nuggets. Fix it, Jesus. Anyway, eat healthy. I'm about to do a detox. I'm about to do my 10-day smoothie cleanse, and I have her liver focus pill. So I just got done taking my antibiotics and everything like that, and I'm finally able to breathe through both my nostrils. So I am going to go ahead and do that. I'm gonna detox. We gotta reset. Like, this is a hot mess. So please eat healthy. Salads, you know, I started incorporating also like yogurt and stuff like that. I just been trying to find some good snacks and stuff because I have a really bad sweet tooth too. Like I really love ice cream, and so I'm trying to figure out like curb these cravings and stuff like that, so that way I'm not eating terribly all the time. But I mean, yeah, please eat healthy, y'all. It's not good. Your body doesn't like it. Because mine sure didn't. Okay, my next step is just plan days for when you're, okay, this is going to be the time when I'm going to work on specific things, and then like just get organized basically. Like I just went and bought I bought a planner. It's so cute, right? It looks so cute. I bought a planner. This is gonna be specifically for like my creative content. Like I just felt like I needed to get a planner just specific for that. Like this is specific for my creative content. And then I got a little notepad thing that says get it done. And I got all of the stuff from TJ Maxx. Like I told y'all, like you can find some cute stuff, and this is only $3 and this is only $8. Like find some cute notepads and stuff. I love the notebooks that like have space for me to write. Like I just look, because I cross out stuff or I like to write. It's satisfies me to write and check things off. So anyways, but you can do that with just about anything, like getting a planner, and then include in your planner, you can include days where you're just gonna say I'm taking a break, or like I'm going to take a moment, like I'm not going to do anything that day. And I feel like that's imperative, and I'm going to be doing that in these journals too, because I want to say, okay, these are off days these are off days. I'm not creating any content on these days. This day is going to be a focus day for something else or whatever. But yeah, just plan days where you're just like, okay, this weekend, because usually for me it's a weekend and like maybe a weekday or whatever, where it's just gonna be like I'm not doing anything. So like I am balancing. Let's talk about what I'm balancing. I'm balancing my regular job. I'm balancing my photography business. Ooh, I'm sorry if that crack just bothered y'all. So sorry about that. I'm balancing my regular job, my photography business. You guys, just my family, friends, my boyfriend. And one I should have said first is taking care of myself, because that's what you have to put yourself first. And just everything else, like they're not gonna be overwhelming. So I just need to, I personally have like challenged myself and say, okay, we need to fix this. Like we need to get to a point where we're a little bit more organized with that. Because usually like before I really had strength in organization and being disciplined, but I've been finding myself that now with quarantine and everything like that, I have lost discipline. Has been an area that I have completely lacked, and I'm just like, okay, I need to do better. So this is something that I'm definitely working on, and I'm encouraging you guys like to work on this. And if you have any tips below for myself or like anybody, you know, watching this video, like go ahead and comment below, like what has been helpful for you in balancing self-care, balancing taking care of yourself, and you know, just self-improvement in general. I mean, a part of this channel is about self-improvement. I enjoy making you guys laugh. I definitely love doing you know, my hauls and everything like that, and so I'm going to continue to bring that energy for you guys. But first and foremost, like I know that these are things that I enjoy, and I want to bring this to you guys because I know that this is an area that I definitely was struggling in. But yeah, getting a cute planner, getting a cute journal, getting a little list, like this was essential to me because these little get it done, so that way, like, okay, every day you just have a list of, maybe you're gonna say that there's gonna be a list of like 3 items that I want to get done for the day. Go ahead and get that done. You'll feel a little bit more accomplished for your day, and to me that is a part of one, making yourself feel good, because it's like, okay, I did that. I got my stuff done for today. All right, and here we go. All right, my next tip is spend time with your family or friends. Like, you need to be around people who are like good energy, good vibes, like everything. Like, I know that right now, like, of course we're in a pandemic, but I feel like it's imperative to like really spend time with your family. Like, some days, like, I had to recognize, like, I work from home from my mom's house instead of like being in my apartment, so because I was just all alone. Like, my boyfriend, he is essential, so when he's not here with me, I'm here by myself for the most part of the day. And although like sometimes like I'll get on the phone with my coworker, or like, you know, have a phone call with my cousin or somebody like on the phone, FaceTiming them or something, just so I can like have some type of interaction with another human being for the day, that sometimes it's not enough. Like, you as a person, you need actual interaction with human beings. So sometimes like I would go work from home the days where I know my grandma's gonna be home, or like I would just end up staying there and then like wait till my mom gets home too, so I can see her, and then even see my brother and stuff like that on Thursdays when he's off from work. So then I would see my grandma, my brother, and everything, spend time with them. Of course, I would still have to be on the clock. I'm working, but at least I know like when I'm taking my lunch break, I am able to go outside, because you know your grandma is not gonna let you not eat. So that is also a helpful tip. If you have your grandma in the same city as you and you can go to the house, your grandma not gonna let you not eat. So she is always like checking on me and like making sure like, okay, did you eat? Okay, but did you eat? What did you eat? Okay, so that's something that I feel like was really helpful and helped brighten up my spirit as well. So it's like, go and hang out with your friends and family, go and laugh, have a good time. Honestly, that type of energy really is helpful to me. I always feel like I need to pick me up, and like even sometimes if you're just having a really bad day or whatever and you just need your friend's shoulder to cry on, your mom or your dad, whoever, and just like talk to them or whatever, or have your like, my dad will come and visit me sometimes or whatever. I had my friends come over and we just all watched Ratchet TV, and you know, you just need those moments. So like like hang out with people that you know that you genuinely care about and genuinely care about you. I think that is an important part of self-care. You need that interaction, you need that love, you need those good vibes, and I think that's something that it's really been helpful to me, because I'm really a big baby, especially when I'm sick or I'm like not feeling good, and my dad always comes in the clutch to like be there with me. And my mom, like, she always will make me soup, whatever. Like, I'll come home with a whole bunch of food so I didn't have to cook, you know, that day or the next day or whatever. So that way, that's one less thing that I have to stress about or worry about. So like, those are things that I feel like are very helpful. All right, and so on to my last tip. Please don't be hard on yourself. I know that's easier said than done. Like I said, this is coming from a person who, all of these things, I'm giving you these tips because they've all affected me. Don't be so hard on yourself. I can be my hardest critic, especially if I'm feeling like I didn't get all of these things done, or I get like, imagine like getting upset with yourself for not taking care of yourself like that. I'll have those days where I'm just like sad about that. Like, again, it makes me feel disappointed in myself if I feel like I didn't do the best, or I didn't do all of the things that I said I was gonna get done or whatever. Sometimes I don't have grace for myself, and I want to encourage you guys to have grace for yourselves. You know, again, we're human beings, things are gonna happen. I literally, I had so many goals. I mean, I'm really the type of person that writes out goals. And I'll plan it out and do all those things. And COVID-19 happened, and that took a hit on me as well. After realizing like I'm probably not going to be able to reach some of those goals right now because of this pandemic, and then again, the passing of my aunt, and then having to step up and be there for my family in a way that I didn't realize I was going to have to be there for them for. I mean, not to say that there was not good things that have happened in 2020. I mean, for a while, my boyfriend and I were in a long distance relationship, and now he's moved back to Georgia. But of course, that was another transition that we both had to go through as well. So I feel like in a lot of aspects, I was feeling like I was failing. And then even when my body just kind of like was so sick for all of this time, it felt like it just felt like dang. It felt like dang. And so I really just got into a realization and a mindset with myself that like, okay, I can't, like, all these things in life are beating up on me right now. And not to say that they're necessarily, sometimes it's just more of the realization that right now I'm just gonna have to sacrifice these things. And not to say that completely, but you know, in the future I can gain it back, you know. And again, having those self-talks, having those moments with myself of like, okay, Stephanie, so why is it so bad? Why is it so bad? Like, you know, is it really that deep for you to be feeling that way? And it's like, okay, like, all right, it might be that deep, but do you feel like the best solution is for you to be sitting here sad? Or do you feel like the best solution is like, you know, whatever? And just kind of encourage yourself. Like, I really having self-talks and really pep talks with myself of like, look, you done went through this and this and that before, and you gonna make it through this. And I do want to do a flip through my journal video for you guys, because flip through my journals video for you guys, because that is also what has helped me recognize the strength that I have within, the battles, the struggles, sacrifices that I've overcame by the grace of the good Lord, and the family members and friends who have stood by me through these trials and tribulations. And even when I wasn't in agreement with some of the people around me, and there are always going to be people who are going to be your Goliaths, they're going to be the people that are not really for you. You know, you have to recognize, like, I gotta pray over my enemies, I gotta pray over myself, I gotta pray over my family. There's always gonna be something going on, but at the end of the day, like, I had to take care of myself, I had to do what's important to me, and keeping myself in fighting trim to make sure that I'm at the point where I can do what I need to do to make sure that I'm in a place where I want to be. And so mentally, I had to, build my self-confidence. I mentally had to build my mindset and change my mindset to not be so harsh on myself, and not feel like it's not okay that some days I am not going to suck it up. Some days I am going to sit still and take care of myself that day, and not, you know, take that PTO or do whatever I need to do, because some days I would feel guilty of that. And so this video is for you guys to know that it's okay. This is a process to really, you know, take care of yourself and really do self-care, and that it does include some days where you are going to take a bubble bath, you are going to put that mask on your face, you are going to, you know, do stuff like that, but there is going to be some work in the background of, like, just small victories of, like I said, you took your vitamins today, so you knew that you were really trying to take care of your body. You had you took a time to do healthy and clean eating. You're really taking that step towards a healthy lifestyle, and doing those things and finding those moments for yourself now, you know. And even if you have kids or have a family or anything like that, like, I think that it's imperative to just, again, get a planner and schedule those moments for yourself, so that way you don't lose who you are, you don't lose yourself. And even if you do feel like you're losing yourself, you are able and capable of finding that person or in what brings them light again. I'm very sure of that, just because I've had dark days, dark weeks, months, a dark year of finding out and figuring out myself. So don't be afraid to fail. And that's where I have the shirt on, is fear as a liar, of fear of not being able, fear of not being worthy, fear of not being loved. It starts from you. It starts from caring for yourself. So I hope this video was valuable to you, and please let me know if any of these tips you're already implementing them, or if you have some other tips that you feel like, you know, you want me to, or some scenarios or something that you would like me to touch on. Comment them below. Again, my name is Stephanie for those who are new, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because why? It's free. And then make sure you hit that bell notification for every time I post a video. I pray that you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. And next video coming up next week. Every week we get a video. Some weeks we get two. So please show some love, and definitely follow me on Instagram so that way we can be friends. I am a big supporter on there as well. Show me some love. Love you guys. Hope you have a good one.